We missed you guys. Thanks for waiting. All right. So, well, you know what? That was such a long break, all 3 minutes of it. It's time to drink another one.
We're so parched now.
You didn't bring this one for us, but our wonderful friends here at the Lounge of the Universe have the Blackberry Boom on tap. So, since we did that, I can't see this and not take advantage of it. Look at that color. The difference in that, between that, you can definitely see the blackberry come through. Oh, man. I love this. What's the ABV on this one?
That's also 6.9.
6.9.
Yeah.
I could have guessed, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is a cider that is, probably our best seller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
for
it
sure.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily want to beat this one too much to death. Since we did already talk about it, it's just fun to sip it.
Yeah.
Said I love it. I tell everybody, if you get a cider, it has to be these guys. But
Yeah.
tell me about this.
Oh, hey.
So that's one thing I love about you guys, and you can always find it. If you guys are like, what is that? It's a tap handle that also happens to be the end of a hatchet.
That's
a little
correct.
axe there. And
That's
that
right.
is
Yeah.
cool as heck.
And that is my daughter Kate came up with that, and it is pretty amazing. You walk into a pub or a restaurant or something like that, and you look on the bar, and everyone's got these things. All of a sudden, there's this wood, rustic axe handle with a little red on it, and that's our color. It stands out.
It really does.
It definitely
it's so
stands
cool.
out. Yeah.
So I didn't
And-
realize we
Yeah.
had it on tap here until I look over. I'm like, I recognize that handle.
Yeah, and all firefighters are, know exactly what a Pulaski is. And so as a firefighter, we use, Pulaskis. They're like axes. They've got an axe on one end and then a grubbing side on the other, a grubbing end. And so Kate came up with that, and it was just brilliant, I think.
Well,
So-
and between the firefighter aspect, the rustic look, it's very Idahoan
Yeah.
as well. We like to be a little outdoorsy.
Yeah.
Plus, who doesn't like to play with a hatchet?
yeah.
No one I want to hang out with.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to admit how many I have at my house. We went camping a few weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to get a hatchet. I'll just, pull over and buy
Get
one.
another one. Yeah.
The lady's like, you don't want to just go back? I'm like, nah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's just get another one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I absolutely love that. I just think it's cool. So I love that between the bottles. It's, I think, important to set yourself aside in any industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's just smart. It's just smart marketing. So yeah, I just saw that, and we had to show the people how cool looking that is.
Yeah, we like it, and I'm the one. I make them, so I make them in big batches at a time, and but yeah, it's a good addition to the.
Do you have like
cider.
a CNC machine that you just make them with?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Meriwether cider? I think you've told us that. And do you drink non-Meriwether cider?
Oh yeah. Oh, I got to see what the competition's doing.
Of course.
But there are some fantastic ones out there. Fin River, Schilling. Fin River makes this blackcurrant lavender cider that is to die for. Oh, it's so good. And we know a lot of these guys. We have a big conference we go to, and we meet all these folks, and there's some awesome ciders out there.
Yeah.
And we like to taste them. I'm really into balance, trying to find a balance in my cider, and that's what I look for when I taste other people's ciders. And if it's good, it's like I would never copy Fin River's amazing blackcurrant lavender because I probably couldn't match it. But we can do something else. I mean, we can take maybe a blackcurrant and throw a little orange tincture in there, or get an elderberry and put that with lavender. Something a little more earthy than the blackcurrant. And we've done a little bit of that with our Kick the Keg.
Ain't nothing wrong with drawing some inspiration from that.
Yeah, no, it's great.
So since we're here, actually, I should have mentioned this a little bit sooner. And this will kind of lead us into our follow-up question, not to take away from getting beer or cider directly from you guys. But since Lounge at the End of the Universe, these badasses, they do have the Blackberry Boom and also the Ginger one on here, and they will do growler deliveries. Again, you don't have to come here if you don't want to. It's one of the few places that you can do that. You go to loungeboise.com/shop. I think these growlers here are normally $25, but you use the discount code Brewnomics, and you'll get $5 off of that. So while we're finished with this, I'm just going to do a few more plugs because, hey, it feels so natural right now. The Lounge has been a huge help to us, and, profiling these great businesses within the community. So please help and support these guys. Let's go to the GoFundMe page, project name #SaveTheLounge. If you could donate, share it, watch the videos that they have. They have a lot of great stuff. It's really hard for entertainers to entertain right now. Almost all these event centers are closed, but this is one of the few places where they still have a safe place to come and entertain us, even if it is digitally. Our stand-ups get to keep doing their thing. Musicians get to keep doing their thing, and that, to me, will always be important. So please make sure you do that. I know we're going to have a lot of cool stuff. Stay tuned on the website, loungeboise.com. And then they still got open mic every Wednesday at the Lounge. You just sign up by 7. You start laughing at 8. If you do come down here, just bring your mask and also wear it. Important to do both of those things. And that's pretty much it. So these guys are awesome. Let's make sure we keep it that way.
Woo!
Yeah, that was a mouthful. Well done, sir.
Yeah, well done.
Take a drink.
Ooh, yeah.
So do you guys offer delivery or crowlers to go?
We do have crowlers at our downtown location. That's the 9th and Bannock, little 16-ounce crowlers of all our ciders. And in the early stages of COVID-19, we did deliveries. But once he moved it up, we're now we can do curbside still, but deliveries we haven't done for a little while. Yeah, and we have a pretty big patio at our Garden City place, and we've spread our tables, way out, and so we're being really safe.
Well, good. Good to know.
Yeah, at our place.
Super personal question. What do you have in your fridge right now? Beer, wine, cider.
Let's see.
I hope you don't have any wine in your fridge.
I have got.
Right? Yeah,
I've got.
Let him say it, though.
Let's see. Talaya, cinder, and coiled wine. I have.
Try that coiled wine. I keep hearing about it.
Yeah. Oh man,
Your
Rizza.
neighbor Dan,
Oh yeah.
City Peanut Shop, go there also. Ninth is, and Bannock has turned into such a freaking cool. It used to be nothing, and now it's one of the coolest places downtown.
It is a cool
thanks
street.
to places like yourself, Chocolate Bar, City Peanut Shop,
Yeah.
others.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that kind of
Yeah.
growth.
Yeah. No, it's great. And for ciders, I do love my semi-dry cider, and I also have the next cider that we will be tasting is also in my refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
foreshadowing.
yeah. So we'll wait for that one to come out. It's a bourbon barrel aged cider, and then let's see, what do I have for cider, wine? Oh, beer. Yeah. Oh, beer. Oh man, I really, right now, summertime, hot, I sort of go for a lot of Pilsners. I love the Clairvoyant Pilsner that was out there. Payette has a great Pilsner. Oh man, I'm kind of a beer lover too. So, there's just times. If you can have a pizza, you're not going to drink it with, I shouldn't say this. You shouldn't drink it with cider. You got to drink it with beer.
It's
right?
true, though. It's true.
Isn't it true?
I
Yeah.
mean, few things are more of a beautiful American pairing than beer and pizza.
Oh, that's it. I mean, yeah. To do otherwise would, would not. It would be un-American, I think. But anyways, so I also in the winter months I really love Barbarian Brewing's some of their darker beers that they make. And Little Wolf is one of my favorite IPAs there. I think James and Bree, the owners, know every time I come in, they kind of know what I'm going to order. Yeah.
There you go.
So, but anyways, yeah. So I really do enjoy all varieties of different beverages.
Now, is there a particular type of dish that you might want to have with the cider? I'm thinking like a salad for some, like a caprese salad or.
Yeah, cheese is also really fantastic with cider,
Like a
and so
charcuterie
is it.
board?
Ooh, yeah.
Charcuterie, even chocolate is. We've done a lot of chocolate pairings with the chocolate bar, with our cider, and it was just so good. I'm a chocolate lover, so
It's got to be dangerous being that close to the chocolate bar.
Yeah, and and some of the, the blackberry goes great with any kind of a heavy meat dish, like you might have a Malbec or a Cabernet Sauvignon with a heavy duty meat, but you don't want to drink wine. Our blackberry cider would do fantastic with that. As a matter of fact, MFT, a local company here,
Very good.
They make a barbecue sauce out of our blackberry. Yeah.
Need to get my paws on that.
Yeah, and it's
They have the best
good.
ketchup I've ever tasted in my
Yeah.
entire life, too.
Oh, yeah.
I usually don't like ketchup, but
Yeah.
there's something about their ketchup that I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, it's so natural, so far less sugar and more of the natural ingredient. But yeah, they do a great job. Yeah.
I don't know they have a barbecue with your blackberry.
Yeah.
I feel like a
Yeah.
GD fool now.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
have to remedy that.
Yeah. Hey, that's easy to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just gotta pick it up.
Yeah.
Go and pick it up.
All right, well, now we're going to do one of our favorite segments here, which has absolutely nothing to do about anything we've talked so far about. It's just going to be a rapid-fire question.
Okay.
We're going to ask them and just say the first thing that comes to your
Right
head.
on.
Again, this has nothing to do with anything.
Cool.
Just getting a little insight on gig.
Yeah.
You ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right, tie in that belt. Let's go. First question: big party or small gathering?
Small gathering.
I like that. I like that answer a lot. 'Cause
Okay.
I only have like 5 friends. So.
Yeah, right now I'd love a big party though. I
No
never
doubt,
thought I'd
yeah,
miss them.
No doubt. I just want to dance the night away. Swimming or sunbathing?
Swimming.
Well done. Phone call or text?
Phone call. Personal.
I'm right there with you, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
You want to hear your buddy. Unless I hate
Yeah.
you, then don't even text me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a personal question that Jerry loves. Cups in the cupboard, right side up or upside down?
I judge people so hard by this answer.
Wait a minute. What? Say that again.
When you put your cups in your cupboard, are they right side up, like so, or do you actually tip them upside down?
they're right side up.
Huh.
I'm not into fear. I'm not into dust particles getting into
You want a little bit of that dust?
It increases your ability for your immune system to, develop some antibodies, and you become stronger immune system. You don't want to be so sterile.
You and your family are so freaking tough, bro.
Oh, that's true. If I pour a beer or something into a glass and I get those like dust particles on the side, I'm like, fucking pour it out.
Oh man, drink it up.
I say it, but I still drink it.
You paid the money. How about nap or workout?
Workout.
I would expect nothing less from
I
you.
was gonna look at the guy.
Exactly.
Come on, he's yoked.
Do you have a preferred streaming service, TV or music?
My wife does all that. She, I use Pandora for my music, always. Bluegrass, mostly.
Ooh.
And let's see, the
man.
streaming service. What does Ann use most of the time? Not Netflix isn't a streaming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
It
It's
is.
like Hulu, Netflix.
Yeah, we do quite a bit of Netflix. Yeah,
Right on,
PBS,
right on.
Yeah.
It's just away from the questions, but favorite bluegrass band?
That's exactly. I'm glad you said that because I can say if you're opening a Pandora station, wiped brand new, and you need bluegrass, who you typing into
I
to get
love
that
Ricky
station
Skaggs.
going?
I
Oh,
love Ricky Skaggs.
yeah,
Yeah, he's good stuff.
I like that. There's something to me about bluegrass covers that are the greatest. It's the greatest genre to cover anything.
Yeah.
Just put a little bluegrass flair on it, and I just love it.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the Steven Seagulls?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I freaking love those
You know,
guys. They're
there's-
so fun.
Oh, then there's so many of them. Yeah, I mean, I can hardly keep track of them all, but
Oh, was it
Yeah.
Honeywell? Were those? I might be wrong on it, but there's
No,
a
that I don't
bluegrass
know.
band that did a whole album of Michael Jackson covers bluegrass style,
oh yeah,
and
you know,
it's amazing. I want
Yeah.
to say Honey something. I could be wrong though. I'm kind of.
but they are. They're
yeah.
taking. They're being progressive. They're taking. Rock and roll songs and turning them into bluegrass songs.
Oh, I've even seen a
It's
lot of
just
like cool
fantastic.
hip hop songs turned into
Into
bluegrass.
bluegrass. Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
remember who does
Yeah.
it, but somewhere on my phone I have a cover of Apple Bottom Jeans in bluegrass.
Oh, yeah.
and it's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, back to the questions.
Okay, questions.
Would you rather have a rich friend or a loyal friend?
Loyal.
Well done. Marvel or DC Comics?
Marvel.
Standard.
Do you have a favorite comic book hero?
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Great answer.
Great answer. Great answer.
Woo! Phew, I'm still alive. Yeah.
You beat us up. Cornhole or ladder ball
Cornhole.
or horseshoes? I already said it.
Oh. Yeah. I like horseshoes too. Oh shit.
I haven't played horseshoes since like grade school.
Right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Are you a? Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll cut it out. Are you a board game or video game guy? Which I feel like it's self-explanatory.
Well,
Unless you're just playing Xbox all day.
no, I don't do any TV. Maybe a board game. Probably neither.
On the phone?
No.
You got Solitaire on there?
Yeah, but I don't do any
Ski
of that.
free?
No,
Oh,
there's
okay.
too much other good stuff to do out in the woods.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So
you
that
know.
answers the next question is pretty much beach or mountains.
Oh, mountains.
Based off the conversation so far,
Yeah.
that kind of seemed like a
Oh, yeah.
no-brainer.
Skiing or snowboarding?
Skiing.
Okay, here's a fun one. Choose a superpower, whatever it may be. You get one, though.
Man. Let's see.
I love this question because no superhero ever has chosen their superpower.
I would say to be able to get everybody to get along.
That's a good superpower. That's a
That
good
would be a good
superpower.
one. What good uses on
Just
that,
think
too?
what would happen to the Congress, if I could do that. And they could get along and listen to each other and, and come to anyways.
You're
Yeah,
absolutely
that's-
right.
that's-
I
that blew
totally
my mind.
agree.
Wow.
80s or 90s?
80s.
All right.
He didn't like that one.
It's a great. There's a wrong answer
It
there.
really
They're both
isn't.
two of the most ridiculous fun decades of
Yeah,
America. as far as
they
I
are.
think.
Very
Yeah.
true.
I'm just a 90s kid, so
Yeah.
That's what we grew up in, right?
lean toward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
French fries or tater tots?
French fries.
What kind of French fries?
We went to Australia, and French fries were, oh man, whenever you'd go by a restaurant with tables on the outside, everybody was eating, French fries.
With the gravy?
Chips. No, just I think they called them chips there, and dipped it in ketchup, and yeah, just like we do.
Beautiful.
When I was in Australia, they kept feeding me gravy fries.
Huh.
Really?
Everywhere
I don't
went.
know if I
Yeah,
ever
like,
saw that.
Here you go. And I was like, I'll take it. This is delicious.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never been to
it sounds good.
Australia.
Oh, it's
I
quite
love,
amazing.
Yeah, I love potatoes and gravy. So
Would you rather receive a gift or have an experience?
I am not into the consumerism stuff. I would rather have an experience. Yeah, for sure.
Would you rather, or do you like the texture fuzzy or smooth, or also bubble wrap? What do you like touching more?
Yeah. Is bubble wrap one of them?
It is now, yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to just crack that bubble
Can't
wrap
pop
and
that,
just.
though. That
You
was a-
can't
yeah,
pop
no,
it,
I'm
just
kidding.
feel it.
You do what you want, yeah.
Oh, well, then I don't want to do that. I
know,
want to feel a bubble wrap.
So now they're trying to make unpoppable bubble wrap. So I deal with a lot of logistics in my job, and it's like just these giant. It's still poppable.
Is
I
it
figured out how to
Kevlar?
do it. You've just got to kind of twist it a little bit
Oh.
more. I can get anything to pop.
But none of like the straight popping.
You can't do the traditional poppy, which is a little less satisfying.
Yeah.
But overall, but when it says it's unpoppable and you get that mofo to pop, you're like,
Yeah, I did it. Yeah.
You went on their website, like popped it.
popped it, bitch.
Well, if I can't pop it, I'd go smooth.
Are you a morning person or a night person?
Oh man, I am so morning, almost to the extreme morning.
All right.
Really? What time do you
Yeah.
normally wake up?
5:15,
Fuck that.
Yeah,
Sir, what are you doing?
5:30.
You're just doing things in your life.
and I love it. I love being by myself. It's quiet. I can read the paper. I can read read a book, part of my book. I can make a great breakfast. And
The air still
and,
feels so clean and crisp then too.
and then the sun comes up.
Yeah.
Ah, you see that fire sun coming up on the horizon, a little smoke making it just bright red, and it's just the way to go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You have to do some chores. You're splitting it up. Are you doing yard work or housework?
Yard work.
Easily. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, there's something so satisfying. Like, I was complaining that before about like taking too long to do my lawn, and then you do, and afterwards you're just like, that's right. That's like one of my favorite memes online. It's just a standard picture of, Mr. Perfect from old school WWF back in the day, old Kurt Hennig. May he rest in peace. Just doing his power pose, and it's like dads after they get done mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Just like, I feel you.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
me.
you.
Hands at the hip, just like a superhero.
Ninjas or pirates?
Pirates.
Ooh, no hesitation on that one. Is
Yeah.
it because of the rum?
Yeah, partly the rum. Yeah. Yeah, and just the treasure, man. Treasure hunting. Yeah.
I would. That's like a dream of mine, is to be able to just like go deep sea treasure hunting. How
Yeah.
cool would that be?
Yeah. Ninja's pretty cool too, though.
That's true.
That was a hard one for me. I know I said pirates really right off the bat, but I've always loved pirates. That's what I was for Halloween, half the time. So,
There you go. Two of the best Halloween costumes ever. Timeless.
You
Classic.
always have that one Halloween costume you go to, though. The one you always have in
Yeah.
your closet.
yeah. Yeah, pirate for
All
me.
right. Since the conversation's going so well, I'll ask it. Top or bottom?
Ooh. For me, top. Yeah.
I skipped over that question.
Again, that was Will.
No,
think-
it's okay. Yeah.
I think we'll
Life
end on
is
that
life.
one.
You're a manly man.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back into it. So, one more cider.
Oh.
All right,
You guys
so
are going to be.
This is
oh my
the winner, the one we've all been waiting on here. The foreshadowing from earlier. 2 adventures, big and small. The Speakeasy Barrel Age series. That's as much as I'll tell the people. The rest is now up to you, Mr.
Yeah.
Gig.
Okay, so I first made this for an event that we were having called Repeal Day, and we've had it now every year since we've been there on Chinden Boulevard. But it's a speakeasy, and it is a bourbon barrel-aged cider. But when we put our fermented cider in the barrel, we added additional apple concentrate to bring up the ABV. And so it went from a 6.9 to an 11% alcohol, and it stayed in the barrel. It depends. It stayed in the barrel for our newly poured barrels about 6 months. And if we use that barrel a second time for a speakeasy, it's usually in there for about 9 months. But if you like bourbon,
Such a great name to
it
speak
is
easy on
just
Prohibition Day.
it is just
Or
a
Repeal Day.
sipper. You know, I mean, you can drink so much more of it than if you had a bourbon in front of you, just a straight 43%, let's say, bourbon, and this is only 11%. Let's see, 11. You can have 4 times as much of this stuff as a straight up bourbon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you know, you spend more time with your friends drinking and sipping.
Oh, wow.
It's just one of my favorite barrel aged ciders that we make.
One of them. All right. So you guys are into the barrel aging, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we've had a barrel that was donated by Bardonnay and a rum barrel. And we just made a Let's Go to the Beach cider in that rum barrel. It was in that rum barrel for about 5 or 6 months. And it's got a little pineapple in it, sort of to give it that kind of tropics thing. And oh man, that turned out pretty darn well too. And that's called Let's Go to the Beach. We've made a let's see, a tequila. We have had a tequila barrel, and sort of made it into kind of a margarita type.
What kind of tequila?
What?
Now you're speaking my
know what?
language.
You know what? It never said. On the barrel, it just says tequila.
Okay.
So I don't know what kind. And we've had a port barrel.
That had to be
and
sweet.
that was delicious. It imparted a beautiful color to the cider. We've done I'm trying to think of the other. Let's see, the rum, tequila, port, bourbon, and what was that one? Kate thought of this. It was a barrel. It was a barrel that we made for Treeford, and man, it's a Mexican. You guys have to help me. It's a Mexican drink. I'm having space in it
Mezcal?
here. That I think it starts with an M. Oh, listen to this. And it's made out of all kinds of chilies. It's a dinner. It's a food that you eat, made out of a bazillion different kinds of chilies. Oh, come on.
Not mole. I know.
Yeah, mole.
Mole.
A
Yeah.
mole.
there you go.
Yeah, it was a
There we
mole
go.
cider.
Yes. The New Mexican in me brought it
That
out.
was just to die for. It was so good. Yeah, you win on that one. Yeah. So, I'll give you a couple points on that one. Yeah.
Hope y'all keeping track.
So, anyways, it's been the barrel age program's been just fantastic. Yeah, we've had a lot of fun. We've done a Bass style cider where we got apples from Sims Orchard out on Sunny Slope and brought them back in an open bin so that the wild yeast could get on the apples, and there's already yeast on all apple skins anyways. Crushed, pressed it, left it in an open bin. So when it fermented, it was all wild yeast. We added no yeast to it. And then we put it in a barrel, and that's basically what they do when they're making, a Bass style type cider. And you never know if the yeast is
Really?
going to be a good yeast or not.
So is it similar to like what's the Basque white wine, Chocolina?
Oh, kind of.
Kinda?
Yeah, kind of.
I'm really impressed with myself. I just pulled that out.
Yeah, this has a little bit of a, yeah.
It's another point.
Yeah, another point. God, you're racking them up. So, but it's got a little bit of a vinegary taste to it, and yeah, and some of those can be really nasty, really manure-like almost, But this one, the one that turned out really well. The last one that we did. So, we were lucky. I guess the Garden City Sunny Slope yeast did a good job for us.
That's
Yeah.
this barrel age is fantastic.
Oh, I love this.
I've seen it around. I haven't picked it up yet. I really enjoy bourbon. I pretty much drink 3 types of liquor: tequila. Okay, 4 types of liquor: tequila, more tequila, whiskey, and bourbon. And this is phenomenal. You get that bourbon. It's really there in the smell. You get it in the taste, but not, to your point, like drinking a 43%.
Yeah, yeah.
It changes the color a little bit, too.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
think a little
darker.
bit darker. I wish I had
Yeah.
the previous one to compare it to.
Yeah, real dark gold.
This is phenomenal.
Isn't that great?
It really is.
I just
oh
love
my gosh! Like, because sometimes if it's aged in, like, you can get, say, bourbon barrel aged stout.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and a lot of times those can be too bourbony and almost fusel alcohol. This is not. The balance in this. Oh,
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
done.
Cider takes on those barrel flavors really well, especially bourbon. We found, and it's strong, and we didn't add any bourbon to this. This is just plain cider with whatever was impregnated into that barrel
Yeah,
from the bourbon.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
This is actually the most overall pleasing drink of the night. This is my drink of the night. Actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I might agree. I
it's
think I
my
found a new
favorite.
favorite over the blackberry.
Yeah.
Actually, because it doesn't like. I really like the blackberry, but it's really sweet, and so it's one of those like I'm gonna drink. Probably a pint, 16 ounces or something, and
Yeah.
then move on. This one, I'm drinking till I stand up and fall over
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
did
yeah.
not realize the effects.
It will,
that
it will catch up with you. It does have that little sweetness. I mean, some bourbons like Pendleton has a little bit of sweetness to it, and then you can get a bourbon that is a little bit drier, maybe like Basil Hayden's a little bit sweet too, but you can find those bourbons that are drier. This is like a sweet bourbon.
It is like I'm almost feeling and feel free to correct me if you don't agree, but like a JB's Devil's Cut on here because that's a little bit of a sweeter kind of pressed bourbon, and I'm getting a little bit of that flavor
Yeah.
out of this one, which
yeah.
to me means it's
Yeah.
damn good.
Yeah, I like it too. It's dangerous because you can just keep sipping on it and loving it, and you just got to.
If I were to smell it, I'd believe it was 11%. Maybe because you get a little bit of that alcohol, but if I were to taste it and you were to tell me it's 11%, I'd be like, you damned liar.
Yeah,
It's the easiest mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's just continually. It's sessionable. It's quite delightful, sir.
And kind of like the gin and juice, there's that aftermouth feel and that taste in your mouth lasts for quite a while. I mean,
There's no bite though.
And there's no bite.
Yeah.
No bite. Yeah. Agreed.
What a strong cider to end on, both
Ah.
literally and
Yeah.
also figuratively. So our friend Stacy was kind of the one that introduced us here. So she does a lot of great things. Remember at the lounge there, a buddy hub. I would assume that you guys do something with Boise Beer Buddies, or is she just that cool that she's hooking us up anyways?
We have always, the minute that Stacy started this whole Beer Buddies thing, we were in. We knew that she was doing a cool thing. She was working 2 jobs, working her butt off on this thing, and helping us out. I mean, we're looking for an assistant cider maker right now, and she just for free said, "Oh no, you're part of our Beer Buddy hubs. I'll put that on. I'll just put that on for you, And I'm trying to sell a tank." And she goes, "Oh no, I'll just put that on." And she just is always there to help. And great lady.
She really is. We were working pretty hard on this series, and then we finally got Stacy to be on it, and all of a sudden we had to work a lot less because she was just like, "Are you open next Monday? Cool, I got this person for you." And I'm just like,
Yeah. she's
"What
great.
a badass!" Like she
Yeah.
really is the coolest. What do you? So if I show up with the Boise Beer Buddy card, which,
Yeah.
or rather I say, when I show up with the Boise Beer Buddy card, what are the advantages?
I
of
think
that?
it's $1 off a pint.
$1 off first
Yep.
pint. Cool.
Yep.
As well
Yep.
it should be.
Yep.
Excellent. So yeah, huge shouts to Stacy.
Yeah.
She's super awesome.
Yeah.
Where can we find you on the social medias?
Okay, if you go to Meriwether Cider, my younger daughter Molly, does all of our social media stuff, and has got a great website. It would be under Meriwether Cider. You can then go to Facebook. Oh my gosh, all Instagram. I mean, everything. We have a thing on there called Dogs of Meriwether, where all the dogs that come in, they get their picture taken, and so they're on there and real cute little pictures.
I'll have to
And
bring my pooches in.
yeah,
They're
so
beautiful.
so that's pretty much where you can find out what's going on, what's the new Kick the Keg for the week. We have a cider clubs that you can join if you want to, and yeah. So and we have every week we walk or run a trail or mountain bike a trail, and so we put that up for the trail of the week for people to try.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and talk about it. So anyways, yeah. So
That's awesome. A lot of our followers are outdoorsy and dog people, so that's going to be huge.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the Cider Club. Is that specifically through Meriwether, like a membership thing that you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, it's just like if you joined a wine club. We have 3 different cider clubs you can join. You know, if you want to go real big and, you know, get 2 cases a year or something, or you can, and then there's all kinds of, I'm not very good at this. I just make the cider and do as I'm told. But the clubs really are, but the clubs are a good deal. Like, you know, we always try in the allotments that we give to have some kind of a really good barrel-aged cider, a good 750 ml bottle cider that we sponsor the Shakespeare Festival. And we did there's a play, you know, Unto the Beach, and we made a cider called Unto the Peach, and it was a peach cider, you know, that we did. And so that usually goes into the allotment, and then with maybe some of the newer ones or some of the seasonals that we do. Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool. And I just want to throw this out there. I was at work early today before this, and I was talking to my reps, or one of them, and a lot of them will kind of ask me what to drink because of this. And I was like, yeah, do you like ciders? And she was like, no. I like Meriwether, though. And I was like, convenient. So
Yeah.
I was just saying, man,
Oh,
you
cool.
guys break that boundary with a lot of people that don't even like them. So you're definitely doing something special. So
Yeah.
I think you should take some pride in that.
Well, I sure appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
yeah.
making that up. That really happened earlier today.
Yeah, you know, a funky thing happened to me. We were in the Olympic Peninsula, I told you. We took a little vacation out there, and we were in a place called Long Beach, and there's a North Jetty Brewery there. We stopped in for a beer, and I had a Meriwether thing on, and then I noticed that they had a cider on, a Marionberry cider. And I go, wow, how's that Marionberry cider? Is that pretty decent? And she goes, yeah, it's okay, but I see that you've been to Meriwether. Nothing beats Meriwether. You know, and I'm like, I am in Washington. I'm talking to some lady, I don't even know. She goes, yeah, well, my parents live there, and every time I go back there, I always go to Meriwether, and I always bring back a case. And I'm going, man, I'm the owner and the cider maker. And she goes, no, these beers are on the house. You know?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that was kind of fun.
just
That was
chest pumped up. She's like,
well,
that's right.
I
That's
know.
amazing.
It was really fun, and she was such a neat lady, you know, and stuff, and their beer was really great. North, I just picked myself up, but North Jetty Brewery, great beer.
Excellent. Shouts to
There you
those
go.
guys then.
Shout out.
All right, so since we're sort of wrapping up, one thing that I always look forward to, especially with someone of your wisdom and knowledge and life experience, Stacy said you were a cool dude. She didn't say you were this much of like a true badass.
the man.
So we got to ask. We always ask for a parting gift, something that you would like to bestow upon the brew crew here. Whether it's you're doing something, maybe an event that you think people should join, watching something, reading something that they should do, or maybe just a general bit of life advice or philosophy that you like to live by that you think is important to share with the world.
Woo!
This is one of the toughest ones. I love
Yeah,
it.
it is. That's a tough one, you know. And lately, with what's going on, we got elections coming up. We've got this COVID-19 going on, and you know, I've always been a people person. Love being around people, talking to people. My philosophy has always been that I am no better than anybody else. If the shit hit the fan. I would go to a street person that had been living on the street, you know, making it through. I mean, I would depend on them. And so I don't look at myself as any better than anybody else. And I think if more people would look at themselves as equals to everybody else, I think the world would be a better place.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, I mean, we can't thank you enough for coming on, giving us your time, allowing us to drink these absolutely phenomenal ciders. We have a few, one thing I will say, we have a few beautiful tulip glasses here. Not 3 lips, not 1 lips, tulip glasses, and some stickers. We'll do a little bit of a giveaway. You got to make sure you follow the lounge, Brewnomics, Meriwether, and we'll do something on Facebook. You guys know the thing. Tag a friend, do a person. Maybe you can win yourself a nice little pair of tulips here. But again, we appreciate you so much. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
No, I just appreciate you guys letting me enjoy this evening, making new friends. I'm going to go and make a new cider. I'm going to the market and I'm getting that fruit and I'm going for it.
Pick up a durian.
Durian.
Yeah. So
we will be the first in line for that.
Okay.
No matter
All
how
right.
it turns
Okay,
out,
okay.
we will be the first in line by that.
And I'll save you a bottle if it doesn't sell well.
Well, thank you.
We'll see who. But it's one of those ones that I think it's a weird enough fruit that people are gonna be like, all right, let's do it.
I'll do it. Okay.
So yeah, we thank you so much, Gig. Again, it's
Yeah.
been a huge pleasure. Go check out Meriwether Cider, either downtown 9th and Bannock or down on Chinden in Garden City. Make sure you follow Lounge at the End of the Universe, all things social media. Go to loungeboise.com/shop for your growler fills. Use the discount code Brewnomics, $5 off a growler. We highly recommend either the ginger or the blackberry boom. Check out their GoFundMe page, project name #SaveTheLounge. Look forward to all the fun open mics they do on Wednesday. And look forward to a fun live taping and drink along with Brewnomics come this October. So as long as you're allowed, we're going to have these people in. You're going to drink with us. It's going to be a fun little live podcast. So we should have a blast. Wear your masks. Until next time, Gig, thank you so much. I'm Jerry.
Paula.
All right. Thank you so much.
Indeed. Cheers.
Thank you.
All right.